Hi, this is Captain Jeff. Captain Jeff is new to videoing. He's having a lot of fun shooting at great locations and getting awesome footage. Or so he thought. Captain Jeff did a weather check for North Wales. It was looking sunny and little wind. He charged the batteries on his drone. Put the drone in the boot. Once he had put his seatbelt on, safety first, safety second kids, Captain Jeff set off for North Wales, full of excitement. What I was unhappy about was the fact that I'd wasted the battery on the GoPro on the journey out there on motorway footage, which wasn't fantastic. You know, it was cars, me changing lane and so on. When I got to the location I was aiming for, there was a real scenic part of driving around the head of the island, and it would have been absolutely fantastic to have had the little session for that journey. So in hindsight, I think if I'm going to do any dash cam footage, I should probably use my iPhone and then try and use, say, the GoPro for when I get to locations like that in the future. I was also kind of unimpressed with the footage I'd taken with the drone. Again, not because of its lack of being scenic or anything like that. It was literally down to my controls. I was clearly having a bad day with the controls of the drone, and the movements were really jerky. But one thing I've really been quite happy with post taking the footage and managing to get into the edit is I've managed to get at least some of what I was aiming for into the footage by chopping out all of the bits where I'm a bit clunky in the movements and the bits where I kept turning the drone in the wrong direction. Instead of trying to turn it so it blended to look in towards the land, I'd turn it to point out to sea. I think it was just down to lack of concentration, things like that. And yeah, I think I've done something with it that I'm quite happy with now. Look at the views from here. Imagine sending my drone out that way and then flying it back, getting these cliffs all into the image. However, as I walked up to this spot to see if I could fly it, if I could get some decent footage, there was a warning about nesting birds. I'd like to think I'm a responsible drone flyer, and I think disturbing animals in nesting season is pretty wrong. So instead I'm just going to take in the views. The subject matter I'm talking about here is to do with batteries and how they die on drones and things like that. And I think I'm going to save that for a different video where I can cover it better than I've discussed here in this comment. But look at me go. Now this is a bit of footage that I'm really unhappy with. I was trying to record a 1920 style bus as it was driving around the coastal route. Instead, I've managed to lose complete focus with the drone. Couldn't work out what it was while I was flying it. So I brought it back into land and didn't stop recording. And this is what I recorded instead. When recording fails, eh? I think my point that I'm trying to get across here is that it doesn't matter if you think you've got bad footage. Wait till you get home and review it and see what you can do in the edit, because you can always get something positive out of it, unless it is completely out of focus like my last clip was. But never be disheartened by it. I mean, I was furious with myself, but I kind of got over it as soon as I started trying to put it into an edit and got somewhere with it. And yeah, I was a lot happier. Or take your laptop with you, which I didn't, and review the footage before you leave such amazing locations. Probably a winner.